there was April Fool's Day, and I pulled a trick on him.
Rob Gronkowski is dishing on how he pranked his BFF, Tom Brady. And we've got the stories that define the week on People in 10. I'm Makon Jovu, bringing you everything you need to know about pop culture right now. 10 minutes are on the clock, so let's get to it with the first 5. Starting with this week in relationship news. Marc Anthony married Nadia Ferreira in Miami over the weekend. And look, David Beckham served as best man. Amy Robach and TJ Holmes were spotted embracing just hours after their official exit from ABC, while fellow former morning host Matt Lauer enjoyed a rare date night with his girlfriend Shaman Abbas. A source tells People they're happy and serious about each other. Gisele Bündchen is looking happy too, as her modeling career kicks back into high gear just 3 months after her divorce from Tom Brady, who made a big announcement this week for a second time.
I'm retiring. For good.
And we're all about that baby. Meghan Trainor and Daryl Sabara are expecting baby number 2, while Bahati Prinsloo and Adam Levine welcome their third. And Priyanka Chopra's 1-year-old marked her first public event.
Malti Marie, I can't wait to come back here with you in 15 years and embarrass you in front of your friends.
Watching the Jonas Brothers, including Dad Nick, receive a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Next up, the post that had us talking this week. Brandi Glanville turned comments off on her latest Instagram after an early exit from Real Housewives' Ultimate Girls Trip.
Sources close to the show tell People that both Brandi and Caroline Manzo left the show ahead of schedule.
While season 4 was filming in Morocco last week,
an insider says Brandi kissed Caroline multiple times without her consent. They say Caroline was distressed and physical boundaries were allegedly crossed.
A source says Glanville was asked to leave while Manzo chose to go.
The insider says she needs to process this outside of the reality TV environment.
Meanwhile, Hollywood is remembering actress Cindy Williams, whose death was announced this week.
Her American Graffiti co-star Ron Howard tells People how Cindy had a big sister energy and says it's a shock to realize that her spark is gone.
Williams was 75 years old. This week's People cover star is one of the legendary leads of 80 for Brady, Sally Field.
Let's go! Oh my God, that's Tom Brady!
He just was Tom Brady. He was a completely lovely human. He said, I'm so nervous, and feeling like he didn't know where to put his feet or something, but he was completely natural.
Previously, Sally says she passed on multiple movies involving a group of female friends. The reason? They all seem to pigeonhole them.
I have certain feelings that women are about so much more than just looking for a date or, who's my next husband, or even trying to fix it with your husband. And this struck me because it was what I'd been saying, let it be that women are showing a different side of themselves.
Oh, what a beautiful man.
I like Gronkowski. We know, Trish. We've all read your Gronk erotica.
It's not erotica, it's fan fiction. Very sexy fan fiction.
Last week, we shared new developments on the status of the M&M spokes candies as the brand puts them on pause.
Time to go our separate ways.
At least for the moment, but don't worry, the colorful characters are keeping busy, and we're taking a look at the ways they're branching out into other endeavors. Brought to you by M&M's.
What are you doing?
Purple is hitting a high note as she embarks on a career in music, while Orange is learning to meditate and finding his inner chocolate.
Seems like a good fit.
And leave it to Green to step up her game in style. She's starting her own sneaker line.
Really?
This all comes as Maya Rudolph is set to star in the brand's Super Bowl commercial as their new chief of fun.
Such a dedicated employee.
And while she's thrilled to be taking on the job, she might be taking it a bit too seriously.
I am renaming America's favorite chocolate candies Ma and Yas.
Tune into the Super Bowl on Sunday, February 12th to find out what the other spokes candies are up to and to see how the rest of this story unfolds. Over the next few weeks, we'll be spotlighting acts of kindness happening every day in every community. Brought to you by Starbucks. The company's new campaign celebrates the moments of human connection that inspire kindness, whether it's an uplifting note written on a coffee cup or a helping hand when someone else's are full. It's a reminder that kindness is all around us. We just have to choose to see it. And it's definitely in Arkansas, where Amelia Lissaway is making a big difference at just 12 years old. After being told she was too young to volunteer, Amelia decided to literally shine a light on the foster care system. Since 2018, Lissaway's Lights has raised enough money to donate 500 nightlights to kids in Arkansas foster care, and her work has now expanded to all 50 states.
Start making a difference in the lives of foster children today.
Amelia explains that kids in foster homes sometimes have to leave in the middle of the night without taking anything with them, so she wants to help them feel less scared. Go Amelia! Now let's move on to some screen time. I am so excited to be joined by Rob Gronkowski right in the nick of time ahead of Super Bowl 57. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you 5 questions. For question number 1, you'll give me 1 answer. Question number 2, you'll give me 2 answers, and so on and so forth. Are you ready to get started?
Yes, I'm ready to get started. I'm ready for the challenge.
You are a football legend, and now you get to watch the games instead of playing. Can you tell me one hobby that you've picked up since retiring?
The one hobby I have picked up since I've retired is pickleball. I love playing pickleball. It's just so much fun, and keeps you in shape as well, and keeps you motivated.
Now, what's one tip that you have for me when it comes to pickleball? I'm an aspiring pickleball player.
The tips I would give you is get, really good in the short game.
You're very familiar with what the players are going to be feeling on Super Bowl Sunday. If you could give them any words of advice, what would they be?
Going into the big game, to prepare like you've been preparing all year, Yes, it's a bigger stage, this game coming up, but don't do anything that you've been doing any differently throughout the whole year, Stick to your routine, stick to what you've been doing, stick to what's been working for you throughout the whole year, and continue that process, and just amp it up a little bit. Just amp it up a tad bit, because this is the biggest game of the year. It's win or go home.
You're partnering with Bounty Paper Towels this postseason, AKA the perfect wingman. So I'm curious to know from you, speaking of wings, what are the 2 must-have dishes in the Gronk household when you're watching the big game?
I'm a flat guy. I love the flat wings. I'm not going to complain though if I get the drums. I just love all wings. They got to be extra crispy as well. And I'm from Buffalo, so I love buffalo wings, but I only like the mild buffalo wings. I'm not a medium or hot guy. That's just too hot for my tasting. But mild buffalo wings. Also, you got to have the blue cheese, and you can only have blue cheese in Buffalo. Everywhere else, blue cheese is terrible. I'm not lying. You can't find good blue cheese outside of Buffalo.
Now, Gronk, you definitely don't need a wingman because you and your girlfriend are so cute. You make such a good team. I love seeing you guys together, and you're also parents to a really adorable dog. So can you tell me 3 things that you're looking forward to this year as a couple?
3 things that we look forward to is we took a trip to Hawaii last year, so definitely looking forward to another trip in Hawaii, for sure about that. And then Valentine's Day and our birthday's the same week. So we're looking forward to that as well. We kind of brought it up, but we look forward to it every day, is just being a great parent to our dog, being a great co-parent to Ralphie. We both love him so much, and when we're both away from him for a little bit, we like to hurry up and get back home so we can all hang out together.
So tell me, between you and me, just honestly, who does Ralphie love the most? Is it you or Camille?
I would say in the end, he loves me 51% and her 49%.
You've definitely been keeping busy, from commenting on the NFL to even starring in movies. And I love that you are best friends with Tom Brady, and you guys are actually in a movie together, 80 for Brady. Can you give us 4 reasons why Tom is your bestie on and off the field?
All right, well, we'll do, 2 things on the field, and that would say determination and consistency. We both kind of had that in our portfolio, and that's what made us work so well together. No doubt about that. And then off the field, just our chemistry off the field with our interviews. So one of my last 2 years of football, but with the Buccaneers, we had the Tom Brady and Gronk show that we did with the Buccaneers. So that was just a great time, to come together and just show our personalities. As well, there was April Fool's Day, and I pulled a trick on him. I put his hand in water while he was sleeping, and it made him pee the bed.
Did you say it made him pee the bed?
Yeah, he peed the bed while he was sleeping. This was like 6-7 years ago.
Wait, was he upset? Is he a good like sport about those April Fool's jokes, or is he like, now come on, Gronk?
I mean, yeah, he's a good sport about it, you know. Yeah, he is. Sometimes he's not, but majority of the time, you know, he's a good sport about it.
And last but certainly not least, give us 5 game day messes that you can clean up with Bounty.
All right, well, obviously, you got a chicken finger sub. That can get really messy. You got buffalo wings, so you got wings, and then you're gonna have pizza, a buffalo-style pizza with grease going all over the place. Then you're gonna have ice cream for dessert that melts on the table, so then you gotta clean it up with Bounty. So that's gonna be all over the place. And then the 5th one, the 5th mess, your dog getting the leftovers of all the chicken wings with all the sauces, so then he accidentally goes potty in the house. So then you got to clean that up. So that's the worst mess right there.
That was so fun, Gronk. Thank you so much for joining us. Okay, everyone, don't forget to let Bounty and Gronk be your wingman when the Super Bowl airs on February 12th. All right, time's up. We'll see you back here next Thursday.